It doesn't get more classic than this. This is the best peach cobbler done on the grill. It's perfect pairing with every single barbecue you hold this summer. Look at how luscious that is. Beautiful golden topping. You want to make this, you really do. Hey everybody, it's Danielle Bennett for Traeger Kitchen, and today we are making a recipe that I legitimately have made at least 500 times. It is Traeger's peach cobbler. It's delicious and it's super easy to do on the grill. And when you think about barbecues, my mind always goes to cobblers for desserts. Cobblers and barbecue always belong together. So super simple, super easy. We start with our peaches, and here's the thing. If they're in season, you can peel them, you can slice them, you can make them fresh, or like we had to do, we add them frozen. So a tip if you're using frozen peaches is you really do want to put them in a colander and let them literally thaw in the colander, because you're going to notice a lot of excess liquid in the bottom. You don't want to incorporate that in the cobbler or it's going to get too soupy. So we've got our drained peaches here, and I've got all of my ingredients, and they're super relatable. They're everything we have in our kitchen, so there's nothing crazy or fancy, and that's what makes it so great about a cobbler, because it's a great everyday barbecue dessert. So we're going to start off with pouring in some simple syrup all over our peaches. So one of the benefits of using simple syrup is because we're in the Traeger kitchen and we're, using Traegers, we actually made a simple syrup that's smoked. It's so easy to do at home. It's perfect for lots of desserts, cocktails, you name it. It's also really good on pancakes, for the record. So smoked simple syrup and our delicious peaches, and we're just gonna let those hang out while we assemble the rest of the ingredients. I've got a bowl here, and I'm gonna mix in the dry ingredients. So I've got a little bit of flour, regular all-purpose flour. I've got some baking powder. I've got some good salt. And salt's really important. It actually makes things taste more peachy. I love using salt in desserts. And I've got some cinnamon. And if you don't like cinnamon, you can leave it out, or you could also add in, of course, some nutmeg or other things that you like to go with peaches, even maybe some powdered ginger. So we've got all of our dry ingredients. We're gonna give that a whisk. We just wanna make sure that they're all really well incorporated, so we don't have any clumps of, no clumps of powders anywhere. And we're gonna set that aside. Now I have a stand mixer here, and this is gonna make our lives a lot easier. I've got some room temperature cube butter, and I've got some white regular sugar. So we need to fluff this up, and it's gonna be delicious. So you take your cubes of butter, and you want this room temperature, and you really do wanna get it all in there. And you could do this by hand, but honestly, I wouldn't. That's a lot of work, okay? We're gonna get our sugar in there, and we're gonna get this nice and fluffy. All right. This is gonna take a few minutes. Now at this point, I'm just gonna scrape down the sides. And you can see the texture is now really changed. It's nice and light and fluffy. You want to take an egg, and I'll tell you a tip. I always crack an egg into a bowl first before it goes in here. If you crack an egg directly in here and you have a shell in there, it's so much harder to see. Whereas if you do it in a little bowl, because I've got a shell right there, it's easy to extract it, okay? So always crack your eggs into a bowl first before you put it into your mixer. So we've got our egg going in. Get that mixed up. Once again, we're gonna come in and we're gonna scrape down our sides. Much better. There we go. And we're gonna flip this again. And then the next thing we're gonna add in is vanilla. And here's where I love using vanilla. Also, if you don't like vanilla, you could also add bourbon or whiskey instead. It's a great addition. A little bit of vanilla going in. All right, looks good to me. Okay, so I'm gonna scrape off the beater. Get all that goodness out of there. And I'm gonna move this to the side so it's out of the way. Okay, so now we have our batter, our wet batter. You can see it's quite light and fluffy, okay? And we're gonna add in the dry ingredients now into the batter. And I like to do this in a couple of steps. I always find it easier. Now, while you're doing all this, make sure you've turned your grill on. We're gonna go to 350 degrees. And the grill is gonna go, I don't know, I think about 45 minutes when it comes to cooking a cobbler. And I'm using apple pellets today. Kind of seems to go really well with desserts. All right, so we've got our dry, we've got our wet, we've got our peaches that are sitting in that smoked simple syrup, and now comes the easy part. We're just gonna do a little bit of assembly. All right, put that over the side. Cast iron pan is your friend. This is a standard 10-inch cast iron pan. I have loads of them at my house. I love using them on the grill. Couple things in regards to prep. You want to make sure that you add some butter so the peaches don't stick, the cobbler part doesn't stick. I'm going to grab a glove. And traditionally, butter and cobblers just go really, really well together. If you have a farmer's market, by the way, in the summer, you could also swap out the peaches for another one of your favorite fruits. You can do a strawberry cobbler, you can do a blueberry cobbler, you can do a cherry cobbler, all by using the same recipe. So, we're gonna generously butter up this pan, very generously. That is as generous as it needs to be. Looks good. Okay, so here's the thing. If you dump all the peaches in and all the cobbler in together, it'll kind of get mucky. So what I like to do is I like to take my peaches, and you want to pour in about 3/4 of them into the pan. Now remember, they're going to cook down, so it's going to drop down quite a bit. All right, so we've got our peaches in there. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to kind of drop this batter onto the top like a biscuit. So when you do a biscuit, you're basically going to grab a little bit at a time, because it's going to spread out as it cooks. And of course, somebody better bring some ice cream. Okay, I think we've got just about all the batter. There we go. Batter's globbed on, pretty easy. And remember, that butter is going to melt and that cobbler topping is going to spread. So we've got all of our cobbler topping on there. We're going to move this over to the side. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to actually go in and put the rest of those peaches in there. And I like to put some pretty ones. You know, you eat with your eyes. So I want some pretty little red ones. Make sure you get the rest of that liquid in there, because that smoked simple syrup is just delightful. You want to spread them out nice and neat. Yeah, so we've got some nice red patches from the interior of the peaches. You want to just pat that down. And this is a very fruit-centric cobbler. All right, look at that. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, get that to the side. Last thing, because a little crunch is a good thing, this is demerara or raw sugar. And you just want to go through and you want to sprinkle that all on. Gives it a little bit of crunch. And hey, if you like nuts, you can actually also, top it with some pecans, maybe some slivered almonds. At your house, you can customize it to what you like. But there we go, we got a little bit of demerara sugar there. Nice and crispy. Beautiful finish for the top. So, it's time to go to the grill. There we go. Woo! 350 degrees. And we're gonna start checking it about 35, 45 minutes in. And here's why I say start checking it. Depending on where you live, depending on how moist your peaches are, depending on the humidity levels, your cobbler can take up to an hour to finish. And here's how you tell. The batter should be nice and golden and cooked through, should be nice and bubbling, and overall, a beautiful finish to the top. That's how you tell when it's done. Our cobbler's been on for about 45, 50 minutes right now. We're gonna go check it out, take a look at what it looks like. Ooh, baby. Okay, so very carefully. It is hot, it is golden, it is bubbling goodness, and it truly is hot as Hades right now. So a really big tip when it comes to doing a cobbler on the grill, you need to let it rest. This is truly molten lava all the way around right now. 20 to 30 minutes, you need to let this rest. The syrup is gonna thicken up. Everything's gonna be even more delicious. And of course, you're gonna have to go get some ice cream. All right, our cobbler is ready. You'll notice that it settles into the pan after you let it rest. Everything's kind of calmed down. It's not molten lava anymore, but it sure looks delicious. It's golden, and the cake, the cobblery part is all set. Take a look, everybody. Look at how luscious that is. Beautiful golden topping, thick pieces of gorgeous, gorgeous peaches. And here's how you tell that you've made a great cobbler. Take a look at the pan. You don't see any soupiness, and that's really important. You want that delicious cobbler to be done just like that. And you know what? Because it's a beautiful, luscious, delicious cobbler, we're gonna make it just a little bit better. You're gonna have to add just a little bit of ice cream. Good quality vanilla bean going in right like that. And this is what cobbler is supposed to be. Look at that. Delicious, warm, comforting, the perfect barbecue dessert. You can make it while your guests are eating. This is what you want to make, people. It really is. Delicious peach cobbler. That wood-fired goodness comes through. The peaches aren't like completely falling apart. They still have some texture. The golden crispy bits on the top from the demerara sugar really add a nice little crunch on top. You're gonna wanna make this. Conveniently, the recipe is right below. Make sure you tag us in your videos at Traeger Grills. Let us know if you made it. Tell us how you changed it up at your house. It's goodness on the grill. You wanna make this, you really do.